is Christopher Mayorga. I'm 24. I am an aspiring actor. I am from Fresno, California. I am currently a college student at Fresno City College. I am a waiter at a sushi and karaoke bar, which is an interesting concept. It's a lot of drunk people eating sushi and singing their hearts out. It's a pretty fun job though. I like to sing, I like making videos, I like editing videos. I find it more fun to edit than actually make videos because sometimes I have no ideas and I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to record. I like to read, play piano, I like going hiking, I like going out with my friends. I like just being around people. I feel like I get more of a happy feeling when I'm around people because I love being around people. I don't know how to explain it in like words, but yeah. I mean, I have enough energy built up inside myself for myself. I don't know, but when I'm around people, I feel more excited and like, oh my god, people. So yeah. I mean, I have a fear of a lot of things, but I think something I would fear the most is not being remembered for something that I really want to do, which is acting. I don't want to like die and not be remembered for like my talents and my hard work. That's just something I fear most. Because sometimes people remember you more as like how much movies you've made or how much you've been in like the publicity and like the fame, I guess you could say. I don't know. I don't want to be remembered as someone who was like super famous. I just want to be remembered for my talent and all the hard work I've put into it, and yeah. I really love acting. I find it exhilarating, even though sometimes it can be an exhausting thing to do, especially mentally and emotionally. It's draining sometimes, but that's all I've ever wanted to do since I was 5 years old. I don't think I could ever see myself doing something other than acting. Anything involving me being able to work with others and playing different characters and challenging myself to go places that I don't think I could do unless I've like pushed myself. So that is the one thing I am most passionate about. Can type here. It's a very odd question. I mean, I don't think anybody would want to endure pain, but I mean, if I had to, like, I guess tattoo pain. I don't know, because I like tattoo. I like tattoos, so I'm just like I could. Tattoo? I do. I have 5.
Where? Oh yeah.
I have 5. What do you mean? You see most of them. What are you talking about? Okay, so there's 1. There's 2. I gotta like. There's 3, and then I have 2. 1 on each of my hips. Yeah, I don't know. I love tattoos. Honestly. No, I think people just exaggerate because some people have different pain tolerances. The one that stung a little was this one because when he did the outline first and then he did the details the next day, so it was sore as heck. And he was just like going over it and I'm just like honestly,
a bad tattoo.
Yeah, it was really bad. I need to get them fixed, honestly. But the one on my ribs, everyone's just like, it's gonna hurt so bad, and I'm just like literally there, like with my phone, like, oh my god, this is gonna hurt. Like I was even ready to cry. I looked at my mom. She's like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, I'm gonna cry. She's like, why? I was like, because it's gonna hurt. And so I'm like laying there on Twitter, and then he's like, all right, I'm gonna start. And I was like, okay. So I'm like, and then you just hear the gun, and then you hear it on my bones. And I was like, oh. It's like, okay, it's not that bad. So I was just like, alright then. So yeah. On my deathbed? Like, what do you mean? Like my deepest, darkest secrets, or like as someone who was caring and loving, and someone who was always smiling, and someone who could make people smile just by like smiling at them, especially like if someone's having a bad day, because I just have a habit of always smiling, even though sometimes in a bad mood, and people are like, hey, what's wrong? And I'm just like, oh, nothing. But then like I think about it and I'm just like, why am I like mad for? Like, there's people going through way worse things than I am. And then I kind of just pick myself up, and I'll like walk through campus some days, and like some people like are walking by, and like I'm always smiling, so I like, it's just a habit. Like I can't stop smiling even when I'm talking, which is really annoying sometimes. And I'll walk around campus, and like sometimes I'll look at people and I don't know if they're like looking at me like, what the heck, why is this kid looking at me? And I'll smile at them, and then they smile back, and I'm just like, like maybe they were having a bad day and I just brightened it. So I don't know, I just want to be remembered as someone who was always happy and full of life, and yeah. The first time,
Because I'm gonna put it inside, so I want to know why you put it. Why you put it on it.
So the first time I had ever seen Marilyn Monroe was in a movie called Some Like It Hot. Yeah.
Ooh, Some Like It Hot.
Some Like It Hot. And I don't know, like black and white movies like that, they just have always fascinated me more than, I mean, I love the movies now, but those movies, they're just, to me, they're more authentic, they're more real, they're more raw, and there's not a lot of technology and like things that go into it. I don't know, something about those movies is just, I don't know, they kind of like just hit a spark in me. And when I watched that movie with her, I was just like, I really like her. I think she's an okay actress.
Okay actress.
An okay actress. So then I started watching the rest of her movies, and I really liked them, and I was like, maybe I should look up other actors too and see how they do. And then that's when I fell in love with Audrey Hepburn. I watched Breakfast at Tiffany's. That movie, I love that movie. I watched that movie so many times. Especially like when I'm sad, that's like my go-to movie. Like if I'm sad, like over a heartbreak or something, I'll just go grab some Oreos and peanut butter and put it on, and I'll watch that movie over and over and over again. And then I started watching her other movies. I watched My Fair Lady. I watched The Roman Holiday. The only one I haven't watched is Sabrina, I think. I need to watch that one still.
Why
I have a problem with it. I don't know. I love hats so much. Like I don't even know how it started. Like I bought my first fedora like in like high school, I think. Yeah, I bought my first hat my sophomore year in high school. It was for my uncle's funeral, actually. It's the gray fedora I have in the middle. It all started with that hat. So then, like, a couple months later, I went to Urban Outfitters and I seen the straw hat, and I was like, that's a really cute hat. I was like, maybe I can, like, fit it into my wardrobe. Like, how would I, like, wear this? And then after that, I just started buying more and more hats. And then it got to the point where like I had no more room on the wall for my hats, so I had to keep putting them in my closet and like under my bed and in boxes. I am so obsessed with hats. I don't know, they're just so big and flashy, and they just make outfits look better, and I just, yeah. So that is why I have so many hats on my wall. I love pandas. That's another thing that I'm obsessed with is pandas. You'll probably see that on my desk and my wall and my bed. You'll see like that huge panda bear.